Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Kavita Thakkar Tarot. So today's video we are going to be talking about tarot cards and the historical and the mystical background. So the earliest tarot deck was from the 14th century in Italy, and thereafter there have been many different stories about tarot cards, and it was also known as a game which was called as tarot. So it was a game of numbers where each card had a value, and the holder of the highest value wins. So tarot is a very debatable subject and involves a great deal of study, and it has mystical symbols, religious themes shown in the card. There are also major themes of life shown in the cards where we can learn about ourselves. So each card has an arcanum, which means mystery, but we need to think of it in terms of explanation. A mystery is something which cannot be ultimately known to us, and so it is not much known in the card as what we ourselves are able to see in them. So depending on our own knowledge, we can interpret the cards according to our own experiences. So to work with the cards is like going to a gym. It will enhance whenever you work on yourself or whenever you perform more readings. The true answer is that by working with the cards, you will bring out your psychic potential. Make sure that your deck has good illustrations, good pictures, so that will make it much easier for you to read. Working with the tarot isn't necessarily the same thing as reading cards for other people. So by work we mean that using symbols as a set of triggers to enable ourselves to make fresh realizations about our life. So, tarot is a set of windows through which we can look at life from a different perspective. So, one aspect of this work may involve laying out the cards for yourself and for others, but not necessarily so. So, even using symbolism of the cards for your own meditation will bring about very good and very powerful results. So, the true answer is that by working with the cards, you will bring out your psychic abilities, your hidden potential, your psychic potential, and your inner talent. Now we come to a point where how do we select a deck? So it will be helpful for you to get a deck at the outset of your studies. It is important to select a deck which feels and seems right to you. So there are many decks available in the market these days, but only you can decide which will be a good option for you. But if you have too many choices to choose from, then it may become difficult for you to make the correct choice. So it is important that you avoid something which is a little too specialized in the beginning. The popular tarot decks are the Rider-Waite, which is the most widely used deck, and there are different versions of it available now in the market. You get the mini versions as well for people who would like to carry it while traveling. And there's also the Morgan Greer deck, which is available, which has very good illustrations and good artwork. Another point is that you should definitely not throw away the little booklets which come with the deck, as they can sometimes help you in getting an insight into what the meaning of the cards could be, and then you can interpret it in your own way as per your own interpretation. So every deck, there is a major arcana which consists of 22 cards which show the major events in a person's life, and the minor arcana which consists of 56 cards which are also known as everyday cards, which show small events happening in a person's life. So you can move on and deal with specific imagery of any deck. You should have a good look around and select the deck which seems right for you. So make sure that the pictures and illustrations on the deck are easy to understand and easy for you to learn. So when you have your deck, how do you start using it? Or how do you start performing your readings? So when you open the deck, you must do it in a respectable way. You can light a candle and you can even cleanse it with sage or dhoop, and you can let the opening of the pack or the deck of cards be a consecrated act. Some people like to rub a little essential oil into their new cards. Whatever method you choose, try to let your entry into the domain of the tarot to be a special experience. Make friends with all the inhabitants of your deck. You will be getting to know each and every one of them very well indeed. And they will be guiding you on your new adventure ahead into the realm of new discovery. So, we all want to emphasize how to weave the wisdom of the tarot into our daily life. So, it is most important to do meditations and chanting, and that will enhance your psychic power and your ability to interpret the cards in the most efficient way. So, you will increasingly see that your own experiences with the card will bring life to the tarot. Its wisdom will become a part of your own life. So, the more you grow, the more you will find yourself at cause over conditions in life rather than at the effect of them. The whole purpose is to help you become more causative, to take control, and thus your life can expand in the direction that you want. Things that have been problems will become mere obstacles which you will be able to step over. So previously things which were out of reach, which you were not able to handle, you would be able to handle those things in a better way towards you. So, the purpose of tarot, as we all know, is to help us grow as a person so that things which used to bother us may not bother us anymore now, and we are able to handle life situations in a more matured and in a better way. So, every card is a journey by itself, and the animation that you can see on the cards is showing us how we can link the cards together in order to make sense out of the spreads which you will be doing for yourself and for others and for clients if you are a practitioner. So it is most important that you learn how to store your tarot cards in a correct way. Storing them also plays a very important part and an important role in how your cards behave when you do readings for yourself and for others or for clients. So you may wrap them in a silk cloth or a good fresh cotton cloth, or you can store them in a wooden box or a metal box which is decorated or which has sigils or talismans which are hand painted by you, or any other simple box if you're not the artistic type. So, working with the tarot isn't necessarily the same thing as what it is reading for others. You may have a separate deck which you may use for yourself, and you may have a separate one which you may use for clients or for others. Some people often have this question which they ask, that do you need to be psychic in order to read cards for others or for yourself? So the true answer is that you don't always need to be a psychic to read cards for yourself or for others, but you need to have an intuition, or you can build your intuition if you're working with cards. You might even like to check out new decks like oracle card decks or new tarot decks which are created by artists, as there are a lot of new versions and new decks coming in the market. So make sure you check different decks before you make a choice and decide upon which deck you would like to purchase. So there are two sections, as we know, the major arcana and the minor arcana. The pictures contains references to the folklore, legends, characters, mythology, which provide us lessons and we can apply them to our own life. So, when you lay the cards for yourself or others, they will be showing the most important things that the person who's getting the reading done is wanting to learn. So, generally, the cards are laid out to give answers to the questions, and the cards indicate people are called court cards. So, these cards are the kings, queens, pages, and knights, and they can show situations or actual people who are significant in the querent's life at the time of the reading. Traditionally, the cards also represent somebody of the same sex. So, the kings can also be men or women, the queens can show women as well as men. So, it is most important to have a look at the individual meaning and association of each card before coming to any conclusion. So, I hope you all like this video about the general information about tarot cards and the deck of cards. If you would like to book a personal reading, you can email askangels, askangels111@gmail.com. If you would like rune readings, career guidance, relationship guidance, crystal ball reading, or any other service, you can contact via email. So, thank you so much for watching. I wish you all good luck. See you soon. Take care.